Thank you for tuning in to Upland Inside the Game. I am Blood Spirit, and we got some things to talk about. It is Sunday morning, and the contest that I have to name my new channel is going to end here real soon. So, at 5 o'clock, 5 o'clock Pacific time, 7 o'clock Central, and 8 o'clock Eastern. The contest to rename your suggestion for a name for my new platform is going to end. So all entries have to be entered by then. We will judge on and decide what we're going to name it. It might not be any names anybody suggested, but the names that we like the most, you will get 20,000 Upix inside the Upland game. And the top 5 runner-ups after that one will get 10,000 Upix. So I'm going to give away a gift of Upix regardless if we select your name or not. But the one that we like, because there's a lot of good names that we have, but it doesn't quite fit what we're planning with this channel. So we're going to do something like that, where we're going to just give away some Upix. I am going to give away some Upix to whoever. It's going to be a team, and we may even decide on a name, but then let you all vote on who you thought was the best name outside of the name, because we got to get this thing rolling here pretty soon. And I'm kind of leaning towards something, and because I'm leaning towards something that it's not been suggested, but that can change. We think we've already got a winner, but anyways, you still have an opportunity to get in there. You have a few hours to be able to get in there and put in quotes in the contest in the Discord. We will only accept entries in our Discord. You could throw the entries out on the YouTube channel, that's great, but as far as the Discord, actually, you know what? I will open it up to this video on YouTube. If you put a suggestion on this YouTube channel, I will accept that as an entry as well. But some exciting things are happening on the Discord. Some exciting things are happening. We are doing some pushing. And the first thing that I wanted to discuss is what is going on in the Metaverse. Let me go to my screen. Look at this. Oh my God, the sky is falling. The Metaverse is melting down. Oh no, Facebook has lost billions. The news is going absolutely crazy with the fact that the Metaverse is melting down. It's coming to an end before it even gets started. Okay, let's talk about this for a real quick second, because I definitely have an opinion, and I do have some inside information with what is going on here. This man right here, Zuckerberg, tried to steal the Metaverse, tried to make claims that he was the one that invented it, that he was the one that put himself in. And by the way, does his eyeballs not creep you out? It almost, anyways. He tried to steal it. He tried to make everybody think that he was the one responsible, even go as far as saying that Facebook has changed their name to the Meta. This man is guilty too. So these individuals went out and did everything in their power to try to take part and claim it and steal it and try to push everybody away from any other form of the Metaverse, when in actuality what the Metaverse is the World Wide Web on steroids. Nobody owns it. And if you look deep enough, you'll figure this out. Nobody owns the Metaverse, but these men did everything in their power to try to control it, try to harness it, and try to make everybody believe that in order for you to be able to tap into it, you had to go through them. And they were becoming very successful at it. The problem that they have is, much like in World War II, when Hitler was fighting on too many fronts, he created too many enemies. Had he not, he had the most powerful military of their time back in World War II. The only way that he was not going to win is to do exactly that. Fight on way too many fronts and have too many people attacking him, too many countries attacking him at the same time. Had he not done that, we may be seeing a different part of history. Zuckerberg and Bezos did the same thing. First of all, they had an inherent enemy when it came to some special interest groups who didn't want to see something like the metaverse, who tried to turn it into a biblical thing and made it feel like it was the ending of the earth. Which I don't believe in any stretch of the imagination that it's going to end up causing that, but they already had those fronts. Then they had a bunch of deep techies who really understood what the metaverse was and realized that these two men were trying to steal it and try to make it their own. So all of a sudden they started putting the word out, and just like the thing with the GameStop, they realized what was happening, and then they all got together and fought against it, and these men are now losing. And in my opinion, they tried to cheat the system, and finally cheaters are starting to lose. And I just think it's a wonderful thing, because the metaverse is now going to have to restart itself and be what it was designed to be. So I haven't looked too much into this. I just had a good friend of mine talk to me about this morning, and I decided I had to get out here and talk about this. I did enough understanding of the metaverse to where I knew that these men months ago were trying to steal the metaverse and trying to claim it when it wasn't for them to steal and take over. And we need to talk about some of those things in a future video. But don't let this discourage you. Don't jump off the cliff because a couple men got caught trying to steal the kingdom. This is a positive thing. And this puts Upland in a much better situation. And because now Upland has the ability to not have to deal with these two individuals to be able to make things happen. I also talked to another guy. I'm going to give full credit. His name is Napo. He's right here. This gentleman came up with some fantastic stuff. I did the good, the bad, and the ugly. And after I did the good and bad and the ugly and got it put up, he actually made the statement. I had the video done. It hadn't gone up yet, but he made the statement about what Upland can possibly do with this LA, and I just kind of bring it over. It's why you need to be a part of our Discord channel so that you can be involved in these conversations, because it was fantastic. And I now took a little bit deeper look because of Napo, and I've come to the same conclusion that he has. This whole aftermath of Upland, the LA opening, is actually a really good thing. It has done a lot of favors for Upland if they take control of it properly. The first thing it did is it gave us something to do. We now can mint properties, and there's a ton of properties that can be minted. We can now mint properties, flip properties, sell properties, buy properties. Nothing is like stuck anymore to where everything has been minted out, and we now have options. So we can now play. And while we're preoccupied playing this game, Upland can take advantage of that and get us into the metaverse that was meant to be. So they now have an opportunity where they don't have to try to open up new cities. They don't have to do things like that and be able to get us where we all want to be. So even though there was some hiccups and there was some challenges and there was some fights and some battles, we didn't get to take advantage of the downtown because we couldn't get in, but there is a ton of opportunities out there for the Upland game players. The Upland game and players. So because of that opportunity that we now have, Upland can now focus on getting the real deal done, getting the real promises that we see out there, and that is tapping into the metaverse. And not the metaverse that these two guys want, the real World Wide Web on steroids, and allow us to do the things that we think that we can do. This is a great thing for Upland the game. My name is Blood Spirit. This is Upland Inside the Game. Thank you.